I know you're itching to have a go at it, but when you reflect on, yes, this introduction of those subsidies for fertilizer, and at the same time you're expecting Kenyans, yes, wait for the production to make sense, but in between they're dealing with real issues, like what he's saying, real concerns. From your perspective, how then can Kenyans be in a position, yes, to wait for what the government is doing, but also improve their lives as they go along?
I think for me, from where I sit in my view, and that understand as you think about it, consumption subsidies are not sustainable. And when you have a boil, the first thing you've got to do is remove it. It's painful, but you've got to do a hard stop on that. And I think on this one, I disagree with my good friend, Honorable Makali here, because the approach by the Kenya Kwanza government, I think, was the right one, because the consumption subsidies were politically driven and they're not sustainable. And the best thing was first to, when your house is leaking,
right, you
first put a roof over it to stop leaking. And that putting a hard stop on consumption subsidies was the right approach. It's short-term pain, but on the long term, we will see the gains. Mm-hmm. And I agree, I think, as he correctly says, subsidies from a production perspective is what needs to be done. But as we talk about debt sustainability, these subsidies, we've got to be sustainable. Consumption subsidy was not sustainable into the future. That's it and done. Once you've pulled the plug on those subsidies, the question then should be, how then do you do a targeted approach to Mweni, Kamene, and Wanjiko, who need that unga at 100 shillings? Honorable Makali, for sure, does not need a subsidy to buy unga at 100 shillings. He's able to afford it at 230. So have a targeted approach to where the need is to Wanjiko, Mweni, and Akenyi, such that the beneficiaries get that benefit, but not having a mass approach on that consumption strategies. I think, and that's my strong view on that. So on this one, I agree with the approach by Kenya Kwanza government. And also, they've only been in power for 100 days. I'm looking forward the 6 months, the Kenya Kwanza.
6 months, not 6 months. Days, yeah.
My bad. I'm looking forward to seeing their budget in April submitted to Parliament, because that then will give us a good indication on where they're heading and where their true north is, so to speak.